Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to decode the playbook for digital success, and we're learning from a guy who turned over 1,000 rejections into a global empire.
You've probably asked yourself this 1,000 times. I mean, it's the question every creator, every entrepreneur, anyone trying to build something online has. You see the viral hits, the massive followings, and you just have to wonder, what's the secret sauce? What really separates the signal from all the noise?
And the answer, well, it comes from a pretty surprising place. Jack Ma. Before he was the billionaire founder of Alibaba, he was the guy getting rejected from dozens of jobs, including, and this is famous, at KFC. His whole journey wasn't about some instant overnight success. It was about building a really powerful philosophy from the ground up.
So we've taken his ideas and broken them down into a simple framework, starting right at the foundation, the creator's mindset. This is where it all begins, before you even post a single thing.
Okay, rule number 1. This one is so fundamental. Be different, not perfect. In a world that is just flooded with content, trying to be flawless is a losing game. The real goal is to be uniquely you.
I mean, Jack Ma himself put it pretty bluntly. Imitation? That's just the fastest way to become invisible. Your quirks, your weird perspective, that's not a bug, you know? It's your most powerful feature.
And get this isn't just some business tip. It's literally backed by science. It's called the novelty effect. Our brains are hardwired to pay attention to stuff that's new and different. So when you're being original, you're actually tapping into your audience's brain chemistry, making them want to click, watch, and remember you.
All right, rule number 2, learn from rejection. This is the cornerstone of Jack Ma's entire story. Rejection isn't a stop sign. Think of it more like a GPS, just recalibrating your route. And psychologically, every single time you overcome a setback, you're not just getting tougher, you are physically strengthening your brain's resilience pathways. Failure stops being this big, scary flop, and it just becomes data. You analyze it, you learn from it, and you come back way stronger.
So once you have that mindset in place, how do you turn it into a real plan? Well, that brings us to our second section, the content strategy. This is all about turning that vision into action.
Rule number 3. This one challenges our deep need for instant gratification. Long-term vision beats short-term fame. Look, a viral hit is exciting, for sure, but it's usually just a flash in the pan. Real, lasting influence is built consistently, day by day, not with a single spark.
I mean, just think of it as two different paths. Short-term fame is that viral spike. It's fast, it's intense, but it fades just as quickly, and the engagement is pretty shallow. A long-term vision, on the other hand, is a slower, more deliberate climb that builds a genuinely loyal community and an influence that actually lasts.
Next up, rule 4, adopt to change quickly. If the digital world has one constant, just one, it's change. New platforms, new algorithms, new trends, they're not obstacles, they are opportunities.
This perspective is a total game changer. You can't be afraid of the next algorithm update, you have to learn to leverage it. The creators who really thrive are the ones who can pivot, who see a shift in the landscape not as a threat, but as a chance to innovate and get ahead of the pack.
And that leads us right into rule number 5, which is all about your audience. Focus on value, not just views. It is so easy to get obsessed with metrics, right? But views are totally empty without impact. The real question you should be asking is, am I genuinely helping someone?
And here, again, the science is just fascinating. When your content genuinely helps someone, maybe you teach them a skill, solve a problem, or just make them laugh, you're literally triggering a dopamine release in their brain. They feel rewarded, and that creates this positive loop that keeps them coming back for more.
Okay, final section. We have the mindset, we have the strategy. Now let's talk about the glue that holds this whole thing together, the community blueprint. This is how you build something that actually lasts.
Rule number 6 is so simple but so profound. Build trust like you build a brand. In the digital world, trust is the ultimate currency. Seriously. Without it, you have nothing, but with it, you can build an empire. The formula is crystal clear. Trust equals influence. Now just look at this number on the screen. 60%. What do you think that represents? It's a really powerful figure, and it's tied directly to that idea of trust we were just talking about. That's the potential increase in how long your audience sticks around when you communicate with authenticity and transparency. And this isn't just a guess. Harvard research backs this up. Being real isn't just a nice to have, it's a huge strategic advantage.
And this brings us to our final and maybe the most important rule of them all. Rule number 7, never stop learning. The digital landscape is always in motion. What works today is going to be obsolete tomorrow. Your curiosity, that is your greatest asset.
This quote from Mahari is just the ultimate mantra for digital success. The takeaway is clear. Staying curious, staying humble, and always being ready to learn is the only way you're going to stay relevant and continue to grow.
So we've covered the entire framework, from your mindset to your strategy to your community. But learning it is really only the first step. The next move is all about putting it into practice.
So let's do a super quick recap. 1. Be different. 2. Learn from rejection. 3. Have a long-term vision. 4. Adapt quickly. 5. Focus on value. 6. Build trust. And 7. Never stop learning. This right here, this is the playbook.
And that brings us to the final question, and this one's for you. Looking at this list, which one of these rules really speaks to you right now? Which is the one you can start putting into action today to change your path?
Because ultimately, all of these rules point to one powerful idea. The internet gives everyone a chance. The only question left is, what are you going to do with yours? Thanks for watching.